When I heard my daughter screaming, I found her cornered by a stray dog. I tried making noise to distract the animal, but it kept advancing toward her. I grabbed a rock and hurled it at the dog, but its sudden reaction startled my daughter. She stumbled backward and fell. By the time I rushed to help her, it was too late. When I came to, my wife was calling out for our daughter. I stood there frozen in shock. My wife ran over and snapped me out of my despair. That's when it hit me. Our daughter wasn't dead, just a broken arm. After a quick assessment, we rushed to the nearest hospital. But since the local facility didn't have an ER, we had to wait in line with everyone else. When our turn finally came, the nurse said we weren't local residents and needed to create a file first. That's when the nightmare really began. After getting my daughter's information, she started digging into mine. I felt they had no right to investigate me, so I refused to answer. But what she said next floored me.
Would you like Perry listed for organ donation?
Once the paperwork was done, the nurse informed me our insurance card wouldn't work here. Left with no choice, I agreed to pay out of pocket. They led us to a doctor who, after examining my daughter, recommended more extensive testing. An orderly then took my wife and daughter into the elevator. Hours passed. Still no sign of them. When I went to ask, the reception desk had a different nurse. All I could do was keep waiting. By afternoon, they still hadn't returned. When the nurse checked the system, she said there was no record of my daughter being admitted. Something was seriously wrong. I called the police. When the officers started questioning the staff, the doctor began making excuses. He claimed the examination room was on the 3rd floor, but I cut him off. The elevator had gone down, not up.
Our imaging lab's on the 3rd floor.
No, I saw him get in an elevator and go down.
When we got to the 3rd floor, the doctor said the equipment log showed it hadn't been used since that morning. Basically, no one had been there. I didn't buy it, to get to the truth. The police took me back to the accident scene there. They found my daughter's belongings. When they brushed away the snow, bloodstains appeared on the ground. The cops stopped believing me as I tried to explain. Just then, I spotted that same stray dog, which only reinforced my suspicions. I grabbed an officer's gun, took hostages, and locked them in a building. Disguising myself as a doctor, I infiltrated the hospital. When I reached the basement level, I discovered an organ trafficking operation. While searching for my daughter, I found them prepping her for surgery. I burst in and rescued them both. Finally, we made it safely home.